Hello friends, welcome to my channel Industry Trends and Analysis. My name is Prashant Bhatnagar, and today friends this video is going to focus on uh, how the airports across the world are going to shape up post the pandemic era. Through this video friends, what will be the next 20 years in aviation look like, which technologies, challenges and regions and innovations will shape the future of our industry is what we'll try finding out through this video today. If time travelers from 1968 found themselves in an airport today, there might be plenty of changes that surprise them, but the planes would look reassuringly familiar. While there have been vast improvements in materials, engines, and avionics, helping 2020 become the safest year in aviation history, commercial aircraft remain structurally similar to those of the 1960s. In fact, the Boeing 737, one of the best-selling airliners ever in its many successive versions, flew for the first time in 1967. But what might air travel look like 50 years from now? Over the years, there have been some attempts to change the aircraft design paradigm. The 1970s promised a future of supersonic travel that never really took hold, apart from the limited flights of the Concorde and its Soviet equivalent, the Tu-144. And the idea of a blended-wing airliner, P-2 bomber, has sometimes been touted, but without much success so far. A combination of technical and financial reasons has led the aviation industry to discard these rather outlandish propositions and focus on the more canonical designs that are the norm today. Friends, will the next 50 years continue along the slow, steady path of the last half century? Or will we once again see the rapid technological disruption that characterized aviation in the years between the end of World War I and the Apollo moon landings? Drones, my dear friends, are getting popular day by day, but the airports world over are very skeptical about these drones, and as they pose a huge threat and a security concern to most of the airports across the world. Artificial intelligence is no longer the subject of Oscar-nominated science fiction films. It is a very real phenomenon that is having a profound socio-economic impact on countries across the globe. The airport and aviation industry is no different, and we are seeing robotics too enter the fray. Breakthroughs such as Sita's innovative automated check-in kiosk that senses which areas of the airport are busy before moving itself to these areas to alleviate check-in queues, and Falls, among others, conceived robots that greet passengers with a fixed smile upon entry into the Dutch airport are just some of the wide range of different robotic disruptors that we are seeing enter some of the world's largest airports. Friends, how do we ensure our airports and ATC towers are ready to defend themselves against potential hackers? Well, it is our belief that the threat posed by cyber attacks will only intensify. It's time for the airport and the aviation industry to act now to ensure that security does not exclusively exist on the ground, but like the threat, becomes a significant force in the digital universe. Friends, there's no doubt in the fact that we live in a beautiful world in which many are fortunate enough to be able to travel and see exciting new places and enjoy the benefits of different cultures and practices. Aviation plays an integral role in enabling citizens to do this. Let's ensure that there's enough world left to see by continuing the excellent progress made over the past few years in preventing and mitigating the effects of environmental change by the aviation and the airport industry. The future is intelligent, and the future is built around the lessons learned from the past. Big data will define the next 20 years in aviation without a doubt, and this is why it has been named as International Airport Review's #1 revolutionary disruptor to the industry. Despite scares over the recent ban on electronic devices from the UK and the US governments, we expect in-flight services to show significant technological progress over the next 2 decades, with an ever-increasing focus on ensuring the passenger's experience is as seamless and personalized as possible. The passenger now expects instantaneous access to limitless services and choice of entertainment. processing, sharing, and distributing of data, be it internally to staff within an airport or direct to consumers, providing real-time updates on the weather, delayed aircraft, any issues in general, will allow for better communication all around and more effective planning strategy moving forward. It is widely considered that our skies are overcomplicated, and many believe that measures should be taken to simplify our airspace, be it between nations or continents. Single token travel, facial recognition technologies, biometrics, whichever name you choose for the topic, will have a huge impact. Single token travel looks to become a staple of air travel in the very near future, with extremely exciting developments such as the work happy Flow is achieving at Aruba as well as users at several of the major airports and airlines around the world, all evidence the fact that there are significant investments in biometric technology everywhere. We believe the significant advances already witnessed in biometric and facial recognition technology will only explode further, and not that single token travel become an expectation, not a technological novelty over the next 20 years. Efficient, time-saving and resource-friendly self-service benefits all, be it the capacity to print one's own baggage tags and sort out baggage drop without queuing and relying on a member of staff to complete the process. To simplify checking oneself in, self-service is already widespread and is only expected to become more and more entrenched in our passenger expectations when traveling by air. The age of autonomy has arrived. We imagine that cargo and the way in which we consider the shipping aspect of aviation will too see significant developments in light of technological changes. As argued by someone, we might well witness the Uberization of the air cargo industry as the rise of digital solutions reduce costs, improve efficiency, enhance flexibility, and allow for greater speed and scale, which in turn encourage innovation on a previously unforeseen level. An intelligent cargo ecosystem of agile applications can bring together data insight, automation, and connectivity to discover more intelligent ways of moving cargo around the world. While it is considered that cargo has been slow to embrace technological change, that change is now beginning to happen. Friends, there is no doubt that augmented reality will have a significant, if not greater, impact on airport and aviation than virtual reality in future, both as a means of ensuring an even more personal and complete experience for the passenger, as well as presenting a potential means for revenue generation for the airport itself. Personalized offers might be made to passengers who have historically bought from a particular retailer in the past, for example, or perhaps augmented reality could be integrated with an app and beacon solution to push offers to those who walk within a particular distance to a specific restaurant. The key aspect is that augmented reality makes these offers visible and almost tangible. The possibilities are endless. Blockchain technology has been intentionally in the spotlight across 2016-17. It would be harsh to call it a hype, as it's a genuinely disruptive force to be reckoned with in aviation and any other industry, in particular by intermediaries. Above all, it offers amazing opportunities which will go well beyond financial transactions, albeit almost of the popularity has been gained through Bitcoin and projects initiated by major international banks. Some promising case studies in the aviation space are related to tokenizing frequent flyer programs, identity management, item custody change tracking, and tokenizing of e-tickets. Whatever your view on the technology, my friends, many see blockchain as defining not just aviation but in fact the future of global commerce. Friends, I believe in the next 20 years to see the increasing market dominance of the low-cost carrier, with more and more names entering the long-haul game, increasing reliance on low-cost carriers from smaller airports, new technologies, and the embrace of extensions to short-haul aircraft, equip the low-cost carriers with an arsenal of powerful tools to sweep across the market on their way to dominance over the next 2 decades. People want to fly. Demand for air travel over the next 2 decades is set to double, enabling people and nations to trade, explore, and share the benefits of innovation and economic prosperity makes our world a better place.